Emily walks down the cobblestone streets of Paris, dressed in an over-the-top beret. She holds a croissant in one hand and a map in the other.
Paris, the city of dreams. Bonjour baguette, bonjour romance.
She spots a group of chic Parisians laughing at a cafe. She waves enthusiastically, but they ignore her.
Friendly start, must be an off day.
Emily arrives at her new job in a posh Parisian fashion firm. Her boss, Claude, raises an eyebrow at her outfit.
Très unique, Emily. Did you get dressed in the dark?
Oh, this? It's my Parisian debut look.
Consider it your Parisian don't.
Frustrated, Emily enters a bakery to drown her embarrassment in pastries. She points at a chocolate eclair, but fumbles her French.
Chocolate éclair, por favor.
This is Paris, not Spain.
Emily grabs the eclair and rushes out, only to trip and land face first into a puddle. Emily sits alone by the Eiffel Tower, sulking. A kind stranger, Marie, offers her a macaron.
Paris isn't about being perfect. It's about finding beauty in chaos.
Inspired, Emily decides to embrace her imperfections. Emily struts in wearing a simple yet stunning outfit. She confidently pitches her idea, impressing everyone.
Maybe you do have a place in Paris, Emily.
Emily grins, finally finding her stride. In Paris, it's not about fitting in. It's about standing out. Sarah, the older sister, always thought her younger sister Lily was too naive to succeed. But when she stole Lily's genius idea, she had no idea she was signing up for the most humiliating lesson of her life. Lily is sketching in her notebook, excitedly brainstorming for her college entrepreneurship competition. Sarah lounges on the couch, scrolling through social media.
I've got it. An app that matches leftover food from restaurants with food banks. It's called Leftovers for Love.
Wow, groundbreaking. Not.
But as Lily steps out for a moment, Sarah's eyes light up. She quickly takes photos of Lily's notes.
If she won't do anything with it, I will.
At a local entrepreneur networking event, Sarah pitches her app idea. Investors and attendees clap and cheer.
This is brilliant. Let's set up a meeting.
Sarah basks in the glory, but her bubble is about to burst. Lily overhears Sarah bragging on the phone about her genius idea. Furious but determined, Lily devises a plan. She secretly updates her original concept and builds a prototype with the help of her tech-savvy friend. 3 weeks later, Lily's app, now called Kind Plates, goes viral after she donates 1,000 meals during a local food drive.
What? That's her app.
Sarah's investor calls her for an explanation.
Did you steal this idea? Because the younger sister is the one actually making waves. We're pulling out.
No, it was teamwork?
Lily catches wind of Sarah's humiliation and decides to confront her.
Stealing someone else's ideas won't make you smarter, Sarah. But don't worry, I won't sue. This time.
Lily's app becomes a nationwide success. Sarah is left apologizing and eventually ends up working as a delivery driver for Kind Plates.
In the end, hard work beats shortcuts every time. And sibling rivalry makes for great motivation.
At Le Gourmet Haven, a fancy restaurant renowned for its perfection, tension simmered like a pot about to boil over. Mike, a young and earnest waiter, loved his job, but the head chef, Marco, treated him like dirt under his designer shoes. Marco prided himself on being a culinary genius, but had a sour temper to match his sharp knives. One evening, Marco's cruel antics pushed Mike to the edge. It was another packed Saturday night at the restaurant, and the kitchen was in chaos. Marco barked orders while his team scrambled to keep up. Mike approached the kitchen pass to pick up an order, only to be met with Marco's sneer.
Late again, Mike? No wonder your tips are as dry as your personality.
Mike bit his tongue and grabbed the plate, delivering it to the customer with his usual politeness. But inside, he was seething. As the night wore on, Marco's torment continued. He deliberately plated dishes late, blaming Mike for delays in front of the other staff. When Mike returned a dish that a customer said was oversalted, Marco snapped.
You don't question a chef, you little servant. Maybe if you worked half as hard as I do, you'd understand excellence.
The next day, Mike arrived early with a plan. He had overheard Marco bragging about an upcoming visit from a food critic. Marco had already prepared a signature dish to impress the critic, an elaborate seafood risotto. Mike spent his break studying Marco's recipe notes, noticing an error in the proportions. If prepared as written, the dish would turn into a gloopy mess. Mike knew Marco's ego wouldn't allow him to double-check his own work.
This is underwhelming.
Marco panicked, scrambling to salvage his reputation. But before he could dig himself deeper, Mike stepped forward with a backup plan.
Excuse me, sir, may I offer you an alternative dish on the house?
Mike had secretly prepared a version of the risotto with the corrected proportions during his break. The critic took a bite, and his face lit up.
Now this is perfection.
The critic's review praised the restaurant's service and a risotto that redeemed the night. Mr. Bennett, the restaurant owner, reviewed the kitchen footage and saw Marco's mistakes and Mike's quick thinking. Marco was demoted, and Mike was promoted to floor supervisor, earning the respect he deserved. Sometimes the best revenge is simply proving your worth. Lila's Instagram feed sparkled with luxury, private jets, designer clothes, gourmet meals. She was an influencer who inspired envy from her followers. But behind the carefully curated posts lay a secret. None of it was real. Lila's world was about to crumble in the most unexpected way, forcing her to face the consequences of living a lie. Lila would start her mornings by sneaking into her neighbor's lush garden to take candid coffee photos. By afternoon, she'd linger outside luxury stores to snap selfies with designer bags she couldn't afford. Her biggest stunt? Renting a studio with a green screen to stage a trip to Paris. Bonjour from the Eiffel Tower, she captioned one photo, standing in front of a digitally inserted Paris skyline. Likes poured in, and her follower count skyrocketed. But trouble began when a new follower, Emily, messaged her. OMG, I'm in Paris too, let's meet up. Panic set in. Lila scrambled for an excuse. Oh, I'm super busy with a brand shoot, maybe next time. Emily seemed to buy it, but Lila's heart pounded. The next day, Lila decided to post a video showing off a gift she'd bought herself. A fake designer handbag she'd snagged from a knockoff site.
Thank you so much for your love and support.
One of her followers, a fashion expert, quickly noticed something odd. Hey, Lila, that bag stitching looks off. Are you sure it's real? More comments flooded in. Wait, wasn't that Eiffel Tower pic taken from a stock image site? Someone else pointed out. Lila's heart sank. Her carefully constructed facade was unraveling. Desperate to salvage her reputation, she hosted a live Q&A to address the allegations.
I work hard to afford the life I live. The negativity is just jealousy.
Hey, did Mom say you're ever going to pay her back for the green screen?
The live chat exploded with laughing emojis and comments like, exposed by your own brother. The next day, her followers plummeted. Brands she'd hoped to partner with blocked her. The final blow came when Emily, the girl who'd messaged her, turned out to be a journalist working on a story about fake influencers. Weeks later, Lila deleted her old account and started fresh. This time, she shared her real life. Her new following grew slowly but authentically. One day, Emily messaged her again. Proud of you for being real. Keep it up. Lila smiled, realizing the truth. Being herself was far more fulfilling than faking perfection.
Private Kowalski, Rico, we found the target.
What, target? Me?
We overheard your conversation with your goldfish last night. Grimshaw's tyranny ends today.
Wait, how do you even...
No time for questions, lady. Do you want revenge or not?
Okay, let's do this.
Grace, coffee, now. And I need those reports on my desk by lunchtime, or you're out.
Sir, you just gave me 20 other tasks.
Did I stutter? And lose the carbs, Grace. Presentation matters.
Pause bad. Grace good.
I don't like him, Skipper. Not one bit.
Then it's time for Operation Payback.
Once this footage goes public, his career will be toast.
And I'll finally have proof of how awful he is.
What about donuts? Can we prove he steals those too?
Absolutely.
Grace, who moved my stapler? Do you think you're running a circus here?
Correction, the circus is running you, buddy.
I can't stand these useless workers.
Mr. Grimshaw, what was that?
Technical difficulties. You're up to something, aren't you?
Me? I'm just trying to keep up with all your impossible demands.
Uh-oh.
What is this?
He steals our lunches. He takes credit for our work.
Boom! Mic drop.
We deserve a boss who respects us, not one who belittles us.
Grace for boss.
Grace for boss.
Another mission accomplished, Skipper?
Indeed. And with style.
To anyone dealing with a Grimshaw in their life, stay strong. And maybe call in a few penguins.